And now, Sports Line with Julia Cox.
Remember when Kobe Bryant shot 2 free throws with a torn Achilles? It was in the 79th game of the season back in 2013. The Lakers were trying to make their way into the playoffs. Gary Vitti, who was the Lakers trainer at the time, called it Bryant's gutsiest moment. Bryant himself even said, in terms of a moment, it's right up there at the top. So how in the world do you top a moment like that and one-up Kobe Bryant? Well, just ask Shelby Erdahl.
I guess it never really occurred to me to stop running. I got up and realized I couldn't move my foot very well, but I figured, the damage was pretty much already done, so I just kept going and I just focused on the finish line. And I'd worked too hard and, I had so much support from my teammates that I really just couldn't have given up.
Shelby Erdahl is a senior hurdler on the Idaho State track and field team. She was competing in the Big Sky Conference Championship 400-meter hurdle event when something went wrong.
She started the race just fine and took off out of the blocks, and it looked really good. I watched her go over the first hurdle and then the second hurdle, and then she went down, and I was kind of in shock because she doesn't go down.
The damage done was a completely ruptured left Achilles tendon, but Erdahl was determined to keep pushing on.
I saw her just kind of pull herself up, and I was like, oh my God, she's gonna try and finish this race. And I started sobbing, and people next to me were sobbing, and it was really quite emotional.
It was really surreal, and I couldn't almost believe it was happening as I was running. But the pain was, it was bad, but I think just the hardest thing was my foot wouldn't work.
Most people that suffer a catastrophic injury like Erdahl's would give up, but giving up isn't even in her vocabulary. She turned away coaches and trainers just so she could finish the race and get her team a point.
It's been a goal of mine for a really long time to score for my team in an individual race at conference. And I had to redshirt last year, and my event, which is the 400 hurdles, is only outdoors. So this was my first opportunity in a while, and I'm a senior, so it was also my last opportunity. So I just felt like for me to stop running would let myself down, and my teammates and my coaches who've, believed and encouraged me for so long.
She just blocked everything else out. That takes a pretty strong person. She's not concerned about the crowd. She's just focused on what she wants.
Since the race, Erdahl's video has gone viral and has gained her national attention that she never imagined would happen. She even made an appearance on SportsCenter earlier this week.
When this happened to you on the track, tell me what was going through your mind at that moment.
To me, it was just, just something I had to do for who I am as a person. I just did it to finish for myself and my team. I didn't think it was, I got a lot of encouragement and, pats on the back at the meet, but I figured, that'd be the end of it, which was fine. And, my team's been super supportive, and so it's really kind of crazy that all this other stuff is coming in now. And I guess I'm like, wow, I guess that was kind of cool.
And through it all, she credits those around her with instilling her work ethic and teaching her to never give up.
Who I am as a person, how my parents raised me, and how I was coached under Coach Dave for 4 years and Coach Hillary now, just not to give up. And track and field's a hard sport, and we go through a lot of hard workouts. So, I've just kind of been taught, things get tough, but you can overcome it and you can do it.
Shelby had surgery on her Achilles Wednesday, and she said that it went very well. And she and her family are actually heading to Europe next week, so they said that they're going to make it work, but that girl is tough as nails.